Who run Bartertown?
You know who.
You know him, you love him. He's...
So, holy shit. Here I am again. What the fuck am I doing here? I know. You still had to talk about Gaza. You forgot about Gaza. I didn't forget about Gaza. I ain't ready to talk about Gaza yet. I'm still learning about Gaza. I'm still figuring out what the fuck Donald Trump actually means about we're going to take over Gaza. I'm beginning to kind of understand, but I still need some work on that one before I'm going to have anything to say about Gaza. No, I'm not here to talk about Gaza. Oh, the Super Bowl. Obviously, you want to talk about the Super Bowl. That was huge. Taylor Swift got booed. Donald Trump got cheered. Fucking Eagles destroyed the Chiefs. No, I don't care. I didn't watch it. I played Terraria. And I could give a fuck less. I already talked about Taylor Swift getting booed. That was like 2 videos ago or whatever. People don't give a shit about celebrities anymore. They're tired of that shit. They're tired of them breaking the fourth wall. Sing your songs, bitch. That's all I need you for. Right? We already talked about that. Don't care about that. Think it's funny. I don't care. Right? So, oh, okay. Well, then you got... I know what you're here to talk about. Big balls. Nah, I'm not here to talk about big balls. I think that's funny. Yet again, I couldn't care less. Because, like, dude, seriously. You honestly think you're going to find too many Gen Z kids these days that don't have a Pussy Man 69 in their past? Right? Big balls? Really? It could have been a lot worse. It could have been fat dick. Can you imagine Joy Reid talking about fat dick? Big balls, I think, is actually kind of fucking okay, all in all. There's a lot worse shit out there in my fucking comment section alone. So, like, dude, big balls, whatever. And he said some racist shit in the past on Twitter. Who hasn't? So, whatever. I don't know. I don't think he's in charge of that sort of thing. I think he's there to run the numbers. And the numbers don't really have a race. So I don't give a shit his opinions about race because he's there to run numbers. Big balls can run numbers as far as I'm concerned. Whatever. Again, when things get... I'm not going to sit here and play this, oh, well, he's named big balls. What if he decides to do big ball things? Okay, until it happens, I don't care. When it starts happening, then I'm concerned. There's already enough shit that is happening that I'm fucking concerned about that we're dealing with now. So, I don't care about big balls, whatever. So, no, I'm not talking about that. Well, what could possibly be so important that you're doing back-to-back videos? I'll tell you. When I was a child, I had to have been between 10 and 15. I used to get those books where it was like all sorts of weird factoids. It's illegal to dance after 2 a.m. in Georgia or whatever. Shit like that. And one of the little factoids was that it costs like 3 cents or something like that to make a fucking penny. And I thought, well, then why the fuck do we make pennies? And I hated pennies from that point on. I don't know why. I have a severe hatred for pennies. I'm not entirely sure if I ever even brought this up before. I'm not sure if this is something I've ever talked about with you guys. Because fucking pennies. I haven't used actual money but maybe 3 or 4 times in the past, like, 5 to 10 years. So it's not really like something I ever bring up. But man, alright, fucking pennies. I have a very big dislike for pennies. They're a waste. And as I got older and became an adult and started to kind of do my own thing, make my own money, get my own pennies, right? What I would do with them is, and I think I might have mentioned this before, I'm not entirely sure. What I do with them is I would take all the quarters and nickels and dimes out, and I'd take the handful of pennies, and then as I'm, driving down the road, whenever it was safe, obviously I wouldn't do this to try to hurt it, just chuck them out the fucking window. Just fuck pennies. And I figured it's twofold. Either A, I'll get to the point where I don't care, which wound up happening. I use a debit card or my credit card for everything. So I never use fucking money, so I never get pennies anymore. I don't get change, I don't use money. So it got to that point where I just stopped caring. B, second choice would be that I would go through all of the pennies in the currency circulation and lose enough of them to where the government would be like, we need to think about this whole penny thing. What are we doing here? Right? And, I that didn't happen. And the other reason why I would do it is because, when you're a teeny little kid, you find a penny, that's huge. So I like to bring joy to children in that way, because also fuck it. And so those were the, I throw away pennies. I just throw them away. Sometimes I would literally just throw them in the trash, just to get rid of the pennies. Just fuck pennies. Donald Trump, I heard today, has said we will not be making more pennies. Fucking A. I think that's amazing. I know that that's seriously, you fuck with everybody. But at the same time, I think we use cash so much in this country that the pennies we got are fine. I don't think we need to make more pennies. I don't think we need the pennies we got. I think we can round to the nearest fucking 5-digit something. Hey, maybe we can get rid of nickels too. I don't think we need them. You know what? Maybe we just get rid of change. It's useless. It's always been useless, and it's even more useless now because nobody fucking uses it for anything. So I'm so happy that at least I can kind of say I won the war against pennies. That's huge. This is a dream I've had for 30-some years. To do away with pennies. Here we are. I didn't think the world could get more fucking strange than for me to sit here and say that one of my lifelong dreams has finally come true. We're not making any more pennies. How stupid is that? Seriously, that's kind of dumb. But at the same time, I don't know. I walked a little taller today. And also pennies, they don't, they're the odd man out. What are quarters? They're kind of silverish. And nickels, they're kind of silverish. And dimes, they're kind of silverish. But pennies, they're I just got where I'm going to wind up going with it. They're brown. I don't like them. I don't like them because they're brown. Get the pennies out of here. They're not nice and glistening silver like the rest of the change. Old dirty, nasty pennies. I have seen some pennies that are brand new that look really good. But after about 3 days, that penny looks like it's been in somebody's ass. You just look at pennies and kind of go, I don't want this in my hand. It's bad enough the germs that are on money anyways. But you look at a penny, a dirty, nasty, filthy fucking... When was the last time you saw a dirty, nasty, filthy looking fucking nickel? Almost never. Yeah, they exist. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm not saying that, you know, all other change is like made of stainless steel and it just can't stain or rust or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, 9 out of 10 pennies look like ass change. 9 out of 10 of everything else looks pretty nice. You know what I mean? Pennies are just nasty. Like, we don't need them. And we're not making more. This is crazy. Like, I don't know how to take this shit. But yeah, that's why I'm here. I heard that this morning. I knew I was making a video today at 8:08 in the morning. I looked over at the fucking radio. I was so shocked. We're not making more pennies? Dude, what a random fucking thing. Like, if somebody else would have been in the car, they would have gotten an earful about what I thought of fucking pennies. And they'd have been like, dude, I don't know that anybody gave a shit about pennies like that. But I do, man. Fucking pennies. Fuck pennies, man. And I really honestly think I have mentioned, because I think I remember comments of people telling me about what they do with pennies. I think I've mentioned before that I just throw away pennies because fuck pennies. I don't think I ever went into the huge diatribe of, ever since I was a preteen, I hated pennies. But fuck, man, that exists. That is a thing. That is fact. Since I was a young child, I've hated pennies. And we're not making any more. We will no longer be wasting money making pennies. Fucking A.